this instead.
Oh, no thanks. I got some store-bought right over here in my home.
No, man. This is grass.
You mean marijuana?
Where are you?
What the fuck is this thing?
Ah, cross joint.
Yeah.
Never smoked one of those?
You can smoke this? Ooh, that's some good shit, man.
Oh, yeah, baby. I want you to take the Frankenstein shit, the deer shit, the green monster, the bling, and the bling bling. And I want you to roll it all in one joint.
No one's ever been brave enough to try that.
One man is. Roll it.
I'll smoke it with you, bro. We'll go to the loony bin together. I don't give a fuck.
Hijo de la chingada. Is that a joint, man? That goddamn looks like a quarter pounder, man.
I made that intro specifically for this live stream. How's it going, y'all? Happy 420. I don't really know what we're talking about. We're just gonna chill out and smoke our various smokables or edibles and chill. My buddy Customs, yeah, I don't know why you weren't subscribed. Shame on you, but you fixed it. So we'll give you a pass. By the way, anyone who isn't subscribed, just check that subscription value. You'd be surprised how many people you watch constantly and then you come back and you're not subscribed. It's crazy. Like I watch who was I watching yesterday? Oh, Maven Huff from WWE. I wasn't subscribed to his channel and I watched him all the time because he's got all the old stories. I was like, why the hell wasn't I subscribed to Maven? I show Kingsley what's going on. Smoke weed every day. Da 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 da. Sucks that Snoop Dogg's a piece of shit now. He's like, yeah, let's go MAGA. Now that let's just do that. Let's just do that. Virgo, happy 420. Good to see you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I got the Benjamin. I haven't smoked flower since last year in August when I went to the Toy Tuber Expo and I smoked it with Jenna Say What. We smoked a joint. We smoked one joint or two joints. But it's cheaper to just get the pens and I get like a 2 gram pen. And that shit lasts me like 2 weeks. By the way, thanks for the follow on IG. No problem. And yes, Dan, I'm alive, but look at my boo-boo. I can't really show it. I don't want to show my feet either, but like I still have the boo-boo. It's still there. It still hurts, but I was like, I can do an hour. I'm still trying to do the live streaming every day. I took a break over the weekend because I got an injury, but it is what it is. Rough shot, happy 420. Happy 420. It's okay. I will be better. I got to go back to work tomorrow. Listen, I'm going to try one of those. And if it doesn't work, like if I get a booth cart, I'm going to be upset at you personally. Like my buddy Customs told me to buy this thing and it doesn't work. And I'll get one. $33 for a 5G card is not bad. I know it's Delta 9. These are my favorite ones. So these are like the disposable ones that I get from my dispo. And I get them for like, so they're like $49. And then every other one I have $5 off. So I get it for around $50, which is a lot more. I'll give you my code for sure. For sure. That'd be cool. Hey, if I like it and they can sponsor me, I don't care. I'll be like, you pay me money. I don't need to worry about monetization. I'll just have your cart commercials on my channel. By the way, Cannabis Corpse, my Cannabis Corpse shirt. If you haven't heard of Cannabis Corpse and you like metal, oh gosh, you're missing out. So Cannabis Corpse, I love Grandma's Boy, underrated. Like absolutely, Grandma's Boy does not get enough love, and that's why I was like, let me throw that clip in there because Grandma's Boy is great. It's a great stoner movie. And it's really funny. The robot guy. Error. What was I saying? Doesn't matter. It's 420. Oh yeah, they can sponsor me. Go ahead and sponsor me, whoever makes those 5 gram 5 grand Benjamins, I will totally take your sponsorship money. All right, let's see. I don't know if there's any toy news at all. I doubt it. So don't wait. Well, I have to wait till I at least get paid on Wednesday. Did they let you keep the leg? Of course they did, Max. I'm tougher than you think, for sure. But we about to get Liddy City up in here. And then I gotta go to the real pharmacy and pick up some prescriptions afterwards. Toyart.com. Rowdy the robot. Slow marketing brilliance. Yeah. You give me money to plug you, and I'll plug you like a robot. Like, you give me your product. I don't care what. I'm just kidding. I have limits. I'm not gonna just sign my name on anything. Oh, there is some new stuff, but that's Super 7. Hold on 1 second. I'm back. Listen, my brain isn't always functioning at 100%, and it sure as fuck isn't now. But I'm always funny, okay? I'm always funny. My canon is that you fought a Terminator. I would fucking lose. Okay, listen. I got it there. But that ain't nothing against the Terminator. That's not gonna work. Oh, and I had this idea. Okay, so I don't know if any of y'all have seen this movie that came out in 2019. It's called Crawl. It's a really good movie. Like it's like a natural disaster monster movie, but because the monsters are crocodiles, alligators. It's alligators because it's in Florida. It's a movie about a hurricane hitting a small town in Florida, and the town gets infested with alligators. It's a really good movie. If you haven't seen Crawl, I would suggest watching it. Now I was just watching random movies yesterday, trying to find something to put on. So Crawl is really good, right? So I saw this title on Netflix. It was just added. It was #2 in movies. It was called Thrash, and it was about a hurricane hitting a small town, and a bunch of bull sharks infest the small town. And I was like, okay, this seems kind of familiar. Like this seems very familiar. And I looked into it a little bit, and it's a movie that's been in development. It was supposed to go to theaters. It's been in development for like 5 or 6 years. It's had like 5 or 6 name changes. So it was called like Something Beneath the Bay, and then it was called Shiver, and then the movie that they advertised on Netflix was called Thrash, which if you hear the name Thrash, you're not going to think it's a movie about a hurricane hitting a town and there's bull sharks. The reason the one movie is called Crawl is because they're stuck in the crawl space with an alligator when the hurricane starts. And that's why they call it Crawl. And it just goes crazy from there. No spoilers. But, okay, so Thrash was fun, but it was a blatant, terrible B-movie ripoff of Crawl. Like, Crawl is a very focused character piece. It's about this daughter and father and their dynamic, and she's a swimmer, and they have a dog, and that's pretty much the whole cast, except for a few revolving characters like an ex and some people that try to help them, right? Thrash has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has like 7 focus characters, and then like 6 fodder characters that you know are just going to get eaten. And it was like, it was stupid. I watched the whole thing specifically because I wanted to do a review of Crawl, but it'd actually be Thrash. And I think that's a funny idea, and I may still do that. But it was not a good movie. It was fun in the stupid way. It was turn off your fucking mind. Don't don't think about any plot holes. And the reason, bull sharks are more likely to eat people. So yeah, and then there's this, not to spoil anything, but you're probably not going to watch it. So the whole reason why these bull sharks come and go into the town is because they live in a meatpacking town, and there's this tanker that has like liquid chum in it, like all the extra stuff, and it gets impaled, and that just chums the water, and all these sharks come flying. And that's pretty much how the movie is set up. And it's really, really fucking dumb. It's really dumb, but it's not as dumb as the movie that I started and turned off. And yes, Crawl was Sam Raimi produced. Crawl was really good. Crawl is the opposite of that. It wasn't like a B movie. It was like CG's a little questionable with the gators at sometimes, but it was a really good, fun movie. Yeah, no, you made a mistake watching that. Typical B movie, steal ideas. All right, so now we watched The Boys, the episode 3 yesterday, which that's my second time watching it because I can't wait. I'm gonna watch it on her time, and if I do that, I'm gonna get spoiled. So I watch it and then I rewatch it. But there's this movie on Prime that stars Mark Wahlberg and this other guy, and it's so stupid. Like, you put it on, you like, this premise is gonna be dumb. How far can they stretch this? The movie is called Balls Up, right? And it's called Balls Up because they work for a condom company. This is the 420 special. We're going to get a little raunchy here. We can talk about it's called Balls Up. They work for a condom company, and they're trying to get the contract for the World Cup. So the grand idea that the one guy has is that when you're going at it and the balls smack, it's really uncomfortable. So he's like, we're going to make a condom that covers the head and the balls. So that was the premise of the movie, and it was just, I could not bear to watch it after 20 minutes. I was like, they're really running with this shit. And once again, not to spoil it, but you're probably not going to watch it. They lose the contract because the guy that signed it for them is like 10 years sober, and he goes on a bender partying with them, and they get fired, and they still accidentally get sent tickets to the World Cup. And that's where I fucking stopped it. I was like, okay, this is dumb. What is going to happen? I don't even care. I had like a 3.5 out of 5 on Amazon, and that's inflated. So I was like, I'm not even watching this. And that's when I put on Thrash, because I was like, this is a ripoff of Crawl. I want to watch this. And I watched the whole thing. It was really stupid, but it was fun. So if it's a choice between Balls Up and Thrash, I would say watch Thrash. But I really think that I should do that's kind of weed related, right? Because it's all raunchy and bloody, and because weed is totally bloody, right? Hold on. I saw these the other day. We can talk about some toys. Just jump around the subjects here. Okay. We got Doom the Dark Ages. Figma Doomslayer. Laughing like a 12-year-old boy about that movie. I mean, if that's your humor, and listen, don't get me wrong, I like stupid dumb shit, like that movie with John Cena. What was it called? Dickie something. That movie was hilarious. It was raunchy, it was gross, but it was hilarious. But like, that was just too far for me. I was like, okay, Mark Wahlberg will do fucking anything at this point, I guess, even a fucking prayer app, which is insane. And B, Mark Wahlberg has no self-respect. But this is the Figma Doomslayer. Weed related. I mean, who doesn't fucking smoke a bunch of weed while they're playing Doom, right? But we've got the Figma Doomslayer, and with Figma, I worry about them being a little undersized, but apparently they've been scaling up lately. Like, I almost bought the Figma Homelander, and thankfully I watched a review. This was before the reissue because I got the Mofex one. That Figma Homelander was awfully small compared to the Mofex Boys figures. So I'm very glad I did not pick that up. This guy, however, looks fucking sick nasty. Screw that McFarlane piece of crap, because look at this. Look at this thing. And you know it articulates too. We got the boomstick, we got the shield, we got a wired cape. Mark will even show the prayer app. I mean, it's true. It's true. You can actually get him in a running pose. He comes with a stand. Oh, see, look at that. You can make his shield be thrown. Doom the Dark Ages is such a fun game. I still haven't beaten it. I need to get Game Pass. There's so many games that Cabin in the Woods is related. It is because the weed makes him resistant to the gas, and then the jester becomes one of the final survivors because weed. Cabin in the Woods is a great movie too. We got a chain on the flail. This guy looks great. Yeah, we don't fuck with Gwen Stefani anymore. No doubt. We don't fuck with her, no doubt. She went MAGA. Go MAGA, go broke. Just look at Nicki Minaj. That's all they got is their show prayer apps. And when a dude's beefing with the Pope, I think everyone, even if you're not a Catholic, every Christian should rethink their priorities. Be like, yo, that's allegedly the holiest man on earth, and you're gonna beef with him? All right, my guy. I guess we gotta send the Doom Slayer after you ass. By the way, how do y'all like my new I don't think I added it yet, did I? I didn't. I have my old logo at the top of the screen. Hold on, maybe I can get my new. Did I send myself my new one? I think I did. Oh, she did do it. Cool. I updated my logo. I made it better. Can I just add it in the middle of my stream? Is that conceited of me? Is it going to work right? We're going to find out. But this Figment Doomslayer is dope. I think he's 113, 112, 113. Oh, dang it. It's got the black box around it. It's not supposed to have that. It's fine. I'll fix it later. But yeah, Figma Doomslayer. Look at all the weapons he comes with. We get the shield, we get the wired cape, we get the wired flail, we get a fucking thumbs up. It would have been cool if he came with his rabbit. You know, because that Doomslayer had a pet rabbit. Keyword, had. Walking into spider webs. Yeah, well, you kind of deserve it, bitch. I still haven't beaten Dark Ages either, but my God, destroying demons while listening to heavy metal is fucking cathartic. You are not wrong. Hi, kitty cat. What are you doing? What are you doing, kitty cat? But yeah, Figma Doomslayer looks sick as hell. He doesn't come with the BFG Max. He comes with the Skull Crusher, and he comes with the boomstick and a flail and a shield. And we all know that heavy metal is my jam. Most of the time. Y'all know sometimes I'll be listening to fucking Kesha, Ava Max, Lady Gaga. I'd be bumping. And then I just feel kind of like I gotta cleanse, and then I just listen to heavy metal straight for like 3 days. Just kidding. I mixed it up. My phone is always on shuffle. I never hear the same songs because my phone is always on shuffle. Unless I play my favorites. But yeah, this Figma Doomslayer is dope. Let's see how much. I think he's 112. 111.99. So yeah, 112, which is not bad. I mean, I know I say imports aren't really worth shit, but like the only other option for this one is $60 and it's a fucking turd. So I would say that this is the best option if you want a fucking Doomslayer, right? I only listen to the Finest Me first and Gimme playlist. Oh yeah, I want to ask you if that theme song is something. Yes, that is from my old band Dread Shaman, which I did the vocals, so I wasn't in that song, but you know, it's part of the band that I was in. So I use that because it's original. I won't get copyright strikes, and I had creative input in it. Like, so I did. I was like, maybe we do this, maybe we throw this in there, and then they played the shit, and I was like, yo, y'all are great. I don't even have to say anything. But yeah, it's from my old band Dread Shaman, which y'all know. I played guitar in the past. Like I played it, like not well. Like I have fucking stubby, non-tactile fingers. So like bass is easier for me, and I can do, if someone gives me a bass line, I can play a bass line. But I am not like, I do the vocals, which that was terrible because I'm not trying. But you know, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice from Figma. Nice, sold out. What is Sekiro? Is that samurai game? Is there a sequel to that? What else is there? Is there anything else cool? I don't think so. It was kind of a weak, quiet toy news weekend, right? Oh, what is this? The Hiya Toys Kaiser Ghidorah. Kaiser Ghidorah. Which one is this from? Godzilla Final Wars, 2004. King Ghidorah. Everyone's favorite three just vocals. We had a 7-string guitarist, so he could hit a lot of the bass lines, and we had a drummer, and then we had me, and the 3 songs that I use are from our EP, which you can find on Bandmix, or not Bandmix, Bandcamp. Actually, you know what? Since y'all are asking, let me go ahead and bring that up for y'all and just put the link in the chat so that y'all can download the EP if you want to and hear my amazing vocals. My vocal vocals. Let's see. Dread Shaman. I thought of the name, by the way. I think is a cool fucking name. Because we were like stoner doom sludge, kind of. Is what we were going for. Here you go. Oh, actually, I don't want to link that because it has my name in it. Maybe I should change that. Don't want to dox myself now, do I? Ha 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 ha. Let me, I shouldn't even have said that on stream, actually. I'm an idiot. You know how it be sometimes, y'all. My brain don't function. It's 420 day. Oh, I'll put the link in a second. I just gotta change what it says on there. How do I edit this? Well, if you want to find it, Bandcamp Dread Shaman. But yeah, I need to oh well, I'll figure it out later. Good for me. Good job, Riley. You're an idiot. All right, we got King Ghidorah here. Looks really cool. All messed up. Looks like they got melted and shit. I have not seen a lot of Godzilla movies, but we got the derpy head, kinda. One of them's derpy. No, it was just from the new movie. They just kind of tried to make it goofy. Now I need to work on that, y'all. How do I? Okay, settings. There we go. Give me a second. I don't know if I can. Oh well, it'll be fine. Sekiro is a samurai game. Looks nice. Wired soft goods. Hell yeah. This guy is 9.8 inches tall. He does not look to be articulated at all, or very little, which is interesting. Looks like he's got some leg and wing articulation. Maybe the tails too, because Hiya usually they put those big giant sculpts in there, and they also keep it articulated. So it's a little shocking to see one of theirs that's not very articulated. Now this is a Super 7 Godzilla, which we know I would never buy one. Godzilla -1. So this is from what, the movie that came out like 3 or 4 years ago, something like that. He is very spiky looking. And was it -0 that's coming out this year? Swappable head and hands, and that is it. No like breath accessory or nothing. And for like Super 7, I feel like these kaijus. Oh, I definitely pre-ordered that Batman Beyond. I feel like these kaijus are articulated enough for Super 7. Like that tail looks like it's segmented, right? That looks like you can move that tail, which is kind of interesting. But their other figures, like their human style figures, are not great. Like I think they should just stick to maybe giant monsters and leave it at that. That's just me though. That's just how I feel. What else do we got? We don't got much. Like I said, we don't got much toy news, so we're probably just gonna have to like wing it. I would like to watch Euphoria with my girlfriend when she comes home because there was a new episode. Oh, he's already up for pre-order? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, but look how much he is on here. Oh, wait, no. Okay, so there's a deluxe edition and there's a regular edition. What does the deluxe edition come with? Is this the one that we were seeing on yeah. So this is 112, listed as 112, and it's 125, and also non-refundable deposits. Same with this one. What does this one include that's not deluxe? Okay, he doesn't come with the Skull Smasher gun. This is Super 7 we're talking about. What do we know here? Super 7. We know that they don't always make the best decisions. But yeah, that's crazy that those are that marked up on Big Bad Toy Store. That's a whole $13 more on Big Bad Toy Store, plus the non-refundable deposit. Oh, BBTS. I love their customer service. That's why I shop from them, but sometimes their prices shock me. That being said, this is the best place to get this, because anywhere else you order him, you're going to have to pay import fees, import shipping. And this is $80 and you pay $8 up front. So really it's like 72 when it comes. So I pre-ordered him for sure. This is probably going to be the best figure of 2026 in my opinion. I don't have a Terry McGinnis 6-inch figure or an amazing Yamaguchi. So this will kill two birds with one stone. I just have the stupid McFarlane Batman Beyond. And I'm not a big fan of that. Have you checked out any of the Fresh Monkey figures? The Big Bad Toy stuff, or the Big Bad Toy Store stuff that just came out, or like which, like the Tick? Because I know they showed Arthur at WonderCon. Fresh Monkey, but I have. Isn't Monster Force Fresh Monkey? Yeah. I have some Monster Force. Chatsworth isn't, but if for this Chatsworth guy, like yeah, the Sasquatch is cool. He's got a headband and a gun, but then you have this actual Sasquatch that's not cartoony. Like I think these head sculpts on this guy are too cartoony. I want it. I want the Chupacabras. Hello. These are for me. They made these for me. Those will be in stock. I'll be able to buy those. God, I want those. Where is the where's the Yeti? Where I thought the Sasquatch. There it is. See? This guy's much better than Chatsworth. Yeah, he costs more, but this is crazy. This guy is crazy. I like the way he look. Just look at that scale. He's bigger than Hulk. He's bigger than Hyde. He's bigger than Sasquatch. Wait. Is that Sasquatch? Yeah. Bigger than Bare Hands, man? I don't know what that guy is. The one that looks like Destro is so boring. I saw someone do a review of that figure and I was like, that is one of the most plain $40 action figures I have ever seen. Let me look up Fresh Monkey. I like those. They're just too cartoony for what I collect. I would prefer the loose collector style of Chupacabra and to do a Mothman, you know. So where was the that's the Cobra Commander guy. Excuse me. This guy looks so boring. For $40 even, like what you get, and like he just kind of looks plain. Like, oh look, he's got a jacket. I saw someone do a review of this and I was like, this is not impressive at all. If someone told me this figure was $40 and I paid that, I would be kind of upset. This is like their Destro ripoff, kind of. Wolfsbane. Because he comes with a silver head sculpt. But like, I'm I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the value for this guy specifically. I haven't really looked much at the Crimson Moon things, and I don't know what these are. Like, is this an offshoot of Monster Force? Is this its own thing? Is this just supposed to be some bad guys? Like that, just that right there. That is so plain and so boring. Like, I'm not a fan of that. And then you get all these accessories, but it doesn't really change up the look that much. You know, you just swap the head and some hands, and that's it. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that guy. That guy specifically does not look impressive to me. But we can take a look at some of the other ones. That's Monster Force. Monster Force, here we go. I'm thinking this is the Cobra Commander guy. I wish they were cheaper. They would go with the Adventure Series things. I think they're a little too tall for the Adventure Series. Because these are like G.I. Joe scale, which is 6.5, and the Adventure Series are 6-inch. So like Black Series and MCU scale. So these got to be slightly too tall, but you could, what's the word? You could fudge it. You could totally fudge it if you wanted to. Yeah, this is essentially like red hooded Cobra Commander, hooded portraits, ceremonial dagger robe, and they make it look like he's a cult member. So you know, you get the robe to put over the suit. So really, you get two bodies in one. You could take the suit off and put the head sculpt on a body and just cover it with the robe, and you're good. You just be naked under there, you know. We get the book, spell book, hands, hooded portraits, dagger, and robe. So those guys, I guess they're like some kind of like blood cult as far as whatever the toy thing they're doing is. I don't know how it's related or if it's related to Monster Force, if it's its own thing. $40, like for any 6.5-inch scale figure, 6.5 scale, like $40 is a lot to ask. It doesn't matter the quality. 30, sure. You know, Jada Toys, $30. They're domestic, they're a smaller company. $40 though. Like, I'm not trying to compare apples to oranges, but G.I. Joe and Action Force are running around $30, $27. These guys are like over $10 more for arguably the same amount of accessories, maybe a little bit more. Just more hands, really, is the thing that you're getting with these guys than Action Force or G.I. Joe is more hands. So, I mean, this is cool. We get zombie head sculpts, 2 zombie head sculpts. That's useful always. But, you know, I don't want to pay $40 to get 2 zombie head sculpts. So that's how it is with the toy collecting these days, you know. You just pick and choose and get what you really, really want, what you can afford, and what makes you happy. That's pretty much it. What did I go to? Yeah, I can't look. It's too tempting to go into deading. Yeah. No reason for it, especially not now. Not over toys. Yeah, I don't really see anything else on the toy side of things. NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, these guys just went up. So these are, I think that this was at the Target Haulathon, right? Oof, $41.99 NECA. Come on. So this is what 2012 Turtles. Tiger Claw. Yeah, I saw you got that Wolverine. You got the bug now. You got the itch. It's okay. It'll be rectified pretty quickly when Marvel Legends is just like, oh, look at our crap. I know Spider-Man figures and Doomsday figures are coming, but you know. I'm sure there's gonna be some stinkers in there as well. $41.99 for all this. I'm guessing you're just paying for the plastic at this point. Don't get me wrong, 2012 Turtles, great. But I guess all NECA figures is $41 now. What the hell? No, this guy's almost $50. These prices are not great. I want Gambit and Cyclops. I mean, trust me, I want Channing Tatum and Gambit too. For sure. Yeah, NECA. I still refuse to buy anything from y'all. Like these turtles are cool. $39.49 for Raphael. But like, I have enough Ninja Turtles. I don't need any more Ninja Turtles, especially not in 7-inch scale. How weird. It's even 4 of the turtles. There's only 3. They don't even have all 4 of them. There's no Mikey. Oh no, there's no Donnie. No, there's Donnie. There's no Leo. Okay, so they have 3 of them for $39.49. Something just fell, but they don't have Leonardo. That's not cool. Animated Robotoko and Razor, which they never made. These were never in the show, right? These were never in the show. They just were like, yeah, let's make Toka and Razor again and again, even though they were only in the second movie. They're mowing outside. Hopefully that's not too loud. It's pretty loud. I didn't even see the price. $70. Okay, they're gone. My goodness. Disruption after disruption. Yeah, there's not really much to do for toys. Not much to talk about. Like, I don't know if I'll have a rundown this week just because. Are we going to have toy news? Are we going to have announcements? I think there's another. Is there another Legend stream coming, actually? Let me check. Marvel Legends Hasbro stream. I feel like there's another stream coming. Because they said they weren't done for April. They said they weren't done for April. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna have more Legends news this month. I was looking up comic book characters who smoke weed, and Swamp Thing grew a weed plant for Constantine for his birthday. That's pretty cool. Here you go, Constantine. Have some weed. Thank you so much. I didn't realize it's 420. You didn't realize it's 420? Well, I got you. I got you. Happy 420, Sharon Sticks. Also, hello. I don't think I've seen you before. So these are what? 2? They have robot hands? No, that's just something sticking off. Okay, so these are just Foot Clans from 2012 Turtles. $65 for these 2. Blue suited guy has the hood. The Crimson Moon thing, I didn't see the blue suited one. I just saw the red one. But I did see people getting that figure and putting a Cobra water slide on the forehead. Being like, Cobra Commander! That was terrible, Cobra Commander. Oh no, Coco. Cobra Commander. We can look that up again. Just because we're just randomly hopping around. Yeah, I don't buy NECA stuff anymore. I don't give them my money. I will not give them my money. Where? Oh, I don't see him. There's the villain, the Marvel supervillain named Dr. Bong. Dr. Bong, you say? That's pretty. Wait, where was I looking for? That's pretty.
Groovy.
Yeah, I don't see the blue. I don't see the blue one. I think he's gone. I think he's like sold out just for that head sculpt, probably. You never know with G.I. Joe collectors. You never know. They do have that werewolf guy. That guy looks pretty cool. But at the same time, it's just a werewolf head sculpt on a regular sized body. So, Yeah, there's really not much toy news to talk about, y'all. Like, What happened? What happened to all the toys? Where's all the toy news? We'll never know. But you know what? We can look up a top 10 weed movies list. That's what we're gonna do. Top 10 weed movies. How about that? Or actually, here we'll go to IMDb. Best stoner movies of all time. If Pineapple Express isn't on that list, we fucking riot. All right, let's go ahead and show this on the stage. Get in the spirit of the holiday. Best stoner movies of all time. Of course, number 1 is Up in Smoke. Cheech and Chong. Of fucking course. I would say Half Baked, but fuck Dave Chappelle. So I don't watch that shit. Up in Smoke, Cheech and Chong. 2 stoner musicians, Pedro de Pacas and Anthony Manstoner, unknowingly smuggle a van made entirely of marijuana from Mexico to Los Angeles with incompetent police sergeant Stadenko hot on their trail. Cheech and Chong, always a great time. How High? I don't think I've seen How High. 2 guys by the name of Silas and Jamal decide one day to smoke something magical, which eventually helps them ace their college entrance exam. I don't think I've seen that one with Method Man and Redman. No, I haven't seen that one. That's my bad. We've seen Half Baked. This is on there. Well, fuck Dave Chappelle. The story of 3 not so bright men who come up with a series of crazy streams to get a friend out of jail. And the friend is in jail because he fed pot to the horse, and the horse dies, and they charge him with killing a police officer. That was how that happened. Friday is number 4. Ice Cube and the name's right there. Chris Tucker, duh. Which their kids just did a commercial for the Rams draft, like playing their dads, but not playing their dads, playing themselves, but in the same situation as the opening of Friday. And then it's funny. You should look it up. It's definitely funny. So that's number 4, Friday. I knew Friday was going to be on that list somewhere. Number 5 is Next Friday. A Streetwise Man Flees. I don't think I've seen Next Friday. Or I don't think I've seen Next Friday or Friday After Next. I haven't seen either of those. A streetwise man flees South Central Los Angeles, heading to the suburbs, and his lottery winner uncle and cousin to avoid a neighborhood thug with a grudge who has just escaped from prison. So I haven't seen either of those. Friday After Next, working as a security guard, Craig and Day Day run into the thief who stole their Christmas presents. Christmas movie. Ted is number 7. I'm surprised Ted is on that list, but Ted is a stoner movie. It's just, I would say it's more than that because the movie doesn't centralize around smoking weed. Like it's not the drive or a like super important part of the plot. Like you could take the weed out and they would still be drinking and doing other drugs and partying all the time. But I get it. Ted is a good movie. We've all seen Ted. We don't need to know what that's about, but that is number 7. Grandma's Boy is number 8. So I'm glad it's on the list. 35-year-old game tester has to move with his grandma and her 2 lady roommates. And there's this one scene where the grandma thinks that the pot is tea and she makes tea for all her friends and they just get absolutely fucking blasted out of this world. And it's so funny. Like if you haven't seen Grandma's Boy and you're a stoner, you're totally missing out. Super High Me, that movie's great as well. Doug Benson, he's a comedian who makes, talks about weed and stoner stuff. And so he did a 30 days of no smoking weed and 30 days of smoking weed, kind of like the Super Size Me McDonald's movie, just to show that like it doesn't have any detrimental effects to your health other than like some temporary lung impairment that recovers. Dazed and Confused. Obviously that's a classic. I've only seen it like once or twice, so it's not a movie I've seen a lot, but we all know the Matthew McConaughey line. I'm not going to repeat it, but we all know what that's from. It's from Dazed and Confused. So that's number 10. Number 11, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. Love that fucking movie. The Neil Patrick Harris jokes in, is there 3 or 4 of those movies? In all those movies, it's fucking hilarious. Like, yeah, I'm Neil Patrick Harris. I'm a complete asshole, which apparently is true in real life, which is even funnier. Not that he's an asshole, but just that they made him portray that, probably knowing that he was kind of a dick behind the scenes. So You're surprised? Which one? Harold and Kumar? I mean, yeah, weed is pretty important to the plot of that one. Harold and Kumar escape from Guantanamo Bay. Definitely nowhere near as good as the first one. Same with the very Harold and Kumar Christmas. It's funny that they're all three together though, so that means they all were pretty close together when it came to the rating and the themes and all that stuff. So the Guantanamo Bay one is funny because they have a guy playing Bush in the movie at one point, and it was just like a pretty funny impression of Bush during that era because it came out in 2008, so right before Obama got elected. Super Troopers, of course, that's on there. That's good. Pineapple Express is way too fucking low on this list. Pineapple Express should be in the top 5, if not the top 3. Like, what is that? Why is that number 15? Why is Super Troopers above Pineapple Express? I fucking digress. That is some bullshit. No, thank you. Super Troopers, it's about state troopers, and it's Broken Lizard who made like Beer Fest and Tacoma Fire Department, which is a show, and they made a bunch of movies that are pretty funny. But there's no way Super Troopers should be higher than Pineapple Express. That is a sin. That is a cardinal sin. A process server and his marijuana dealer wind up on the run from hitmen and a corrupt police officer after he witnesses his dealer's boss murder a competitor while trying to serve papers on him. That's obviously we had a clip from that in my intro and my normal intro. So we love Pineapple Express. Pineapple Express should be like a 95%. That's some bullshit. It really is. Soul Plane, I've never seen Soul Plane. That is number 16. It's got a 4.6. I don't think it should be that high on the list with a 4.6. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. It's a drug movie. I wouldn't call it a weed movie, but it's a drug movie. Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro, Tobey Maguire. It's a classic. It's one of those movies I've seen a few times, and every time I'm like, yeah, I'll watch this. I'll watch this till the end of it. This Is the End. That's a great movie. Once again, I wouldn't so much call it a stoner movie as like a raunchy comedy. Like I love This Is the End. I was working at the Alamo when this came out, and it was pretty funny seeing. So the best tips that I got were movies like this. Like this one guy rounded up $60 to make it $100 on his credit card, and I was like, okay, I'll take a $60 tip. So that was fun. Knocked Up. I don't think that should be on this list. Yeah, they smoke a lot of weed in that movie, but it's not central to the plot. Tenacious D. Yeah, now we're the Millers. That should be higher. That movie is all about weed. That is the main plot point, is they're transporting weed. Knocked Up and Tenacious D, weed is in the movie, but it's not a plot point of the movie. And that's where I would go differently with these lists. We're the Millers should be way higher. That movie is hilarious. No Regrets. Not even a single letter? Nah. Cheech and Chong's animated movie. Wow. There's a reason it's very low down there. Dude, Where's My Car is number 25. Is that the whole list? How many are on this list? The Big Lebowski, Jay and Silent Bob. Once again, that should be higher. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. That should be a lot higher as far as this list goes. Now we're getting in the weeds here, pun intended. Evil Bong, hell yeah. I had a clip from Evil Bong, one of the Evil Bong movies in my intro that I made today. I think it was this one, Tommy Chong, the first one. Those movies are terrible, but they're great. I love Evil Bong. But now we're just getting in Trailer Park Boys Don't Legalize It. That is very far down. And number 39 is Smiley Face. So yeah, that's a top 39 weed movies, but I would say only really the top 20 are relevant. And then you just no, because 21 is We're the Millers, but you got to take some of these movies out. I'll do a weed ranking movie list someday, but that's just based on not detrimental, but like circumstantial things. Like that's not based on their rating on the website or anything. Like I'm sure the 6.9 isn't the highest rated. Yeah, because there's 7.2 is Friday. So I don't know how they ranked this. Maybe there was just some person being like, "There's weed in that movie. I'm going to put it on this list." But this is IMDb. Let's see what Rotten Tomatoes says. It may sound cool, but it wasn't cool. It sucked. Dazed and Confused is number 1 on their list. Superbad is number 2. See, Superbad wasn't even on the other list. That's wild. This Is the End is number 3. Okay, Rotten Tomatoes. No Pineapple. You put This Is the End and Superbad over Pineapple Express. What the hell? We all know Rotten Tomatoes isn't to be trusted. Dazed and Confused should not be number 1. Okay, well they're going based on tomato score, which I guess changes things a little bit because Superbad is obviously a fantastic movie. But it's more about drinking. It's not really about smoking. You know, they're trying to get booze for the party. They're not trying to get weed for the party. They do smoke some weed. Oh, my nose itches. They're mowing the grass outside. Ugh. This Is the End is great. That's essentially the rapture happens and a bunch of celebrities are stuck in a house together. Don't even get that high in Superbad. Yeah, this list is just going on tomato score. The other list was just going on whatever the person compiling, because we were just on IMDb. Also, hello, Kaiju Kitty. Rotten Tomatoes are just going by tomato score. Like Pineapple Express should be the number 1 weed movie, in my opinion. I fucking love Pineapple Express. James Franco aside, Pineapple Express is the ultimate stoner movie. See, Easy Rider. Never seen that movie. Bad Trip. Have I seen that? Yeah, that's that Eric Andre movie. That movie is fucking hilarious. That's like The Big Lebowski isn't even about weed. I don't know why what they're picking is about weed in these movies, other than probably down the list. This is top 25. This movie's funny, but once again, not really about weed. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. They're really scraping the barrel on some of these. They're like, well, they do drugs in the movie. To be a weed movie, the plot has to involve weed. You know, it has to be like a central theme, in my opinion. Up in Smoke was number 1 on IMDb's list. Friday is number 8. Harold and Kumar is number 9. Where the fuck is Pineapple? Why is Pineapple Express below Ted? Why is it below Harold and Kumar? I mean, Harold and Kumar is great. Pineapple Express is like a 90% movie. That movie is great. Like, number 12 is not acceptable. It doesn't matter what the tomato score is because they're fucking fake anyway. Yeah, this is a terrible list, Kaiju. I'm with you. This list is awful. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, 52%. Wow, that's a big jump from 64 to 52. Huh. Tenacious D is way better than a 53%, okay? Yeah, Harold and Kumar deserves to be there. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Tenacious D, I don't think it should be on the list, really. Scary Movie shouldn't be on the list. Fear and Loathing is about, like, psychedelics, so I don't really think that should be on the list either, but Up in Smoke is down here, Kaiju, because it's 45% on Rotten Tomatoes. Pineapple Express is more than a comfort movie. I've seen Pineapple Express at least 50 times. I fucking love that movie. Fucking love that movie. Reefer Madness, 1936. What the fuck? High school principal Dr. Alfred Carroll relates to an audience of parents that marijuana can have devastating effects on teens. Super Troopers, 37. Wow, that's got a really low rating. Fuck you, Dave Chappelle, 28%. Get fucked. You suck. Like I said before, I haven't seen How High. Pineapple Express is probably the only movie that's not Cheech and Chong movie that hits hard for stoner. Absolutely. Pineapple Express, if you smoke weed, you fucking love that movie. Soul Plane, 16%. Dude, Where's My Car, 16%. Fucking, how the hell does Grandma's Boy have a 15%? At least it's on the goddamn list, but what the fuck? That is another absolute fucking stoner movie. Like, that is a movie for stoners. Oh, see, look at the popcorn meter, 85%. Get fucked, Rotten Tomatoes. You can suck my, you know what? We're going to check Pineapple Express's audience score. That's what you need to be going by, not by the tomato score, Rotten Tomatoes. You need to be going by the audience score. Where is Pineapple Express? 68%, right? Fucking bullshit. 73, a little bit better. It should be fucking 95%. Pineapple Express is perfect. Other than James Franco. Man, these lists are terrible, y'all. Like, half of these movies aren't even about weed. Like, 20, this is essential. Essential. If it doesn't have weed in it, it's not essential. If it's not a motivating factor of the plot, it's not essential. Why do you hate Seth Rogen? He's so nice. And he's called out Israel multiple times and said, you know, what they're doing is wrong. So I love Seth Rogen. My buddy and I literally cruised around listening to Electric Avenue. That's great. Is that MGMT? Let's see what Letterboxd says. Wait. That's not a list. That's not a list. Okay, I think we covered it. I think we covered the best stoner movies with those two lists. Hi Leia, happy 420. It's been an hour. I gotta go run around and do some stuff. But I'm healing. I got 2 stitches in my leg, so that's why we didn't do the open mic this weekend, because I couldn't sit here for 3 hours. I feel okay right now, but I also took some Tylenol. I took some Tylenol before this so I could sit here, but it's starting to hurt. I got to go to the pharmacy, not this pharmacy, the other pharmacy. But I hope that everyone has a fun and safe 420. I know it's Monday, which is kind of a good day for it. It's like, if you're going to work, get really fucking blitzed. Obviously, don't drive to work if you're not capable of doing that. But I got a boo-boo at work. I got a gash in my leg from hitting a metal bar. Well, I didn't hit it. So at work, we have these like roller lines that you have to push in as you get more boxes in the truck. It wouldn't budge. So I was trying to maneuver it, and then I was putting my foot on it because my legs are stronger than my arms. Obviously, you see my thick ass thighs. I was trying to push it in, and my leg slipped, and my knee fell forward and hit the bar. So it's got like a bar, and then it's got the roller, and then it's got the wheels, and I hit the bar at the top. And I didn't notice for like 15 minutes. It hurt a lot, but I was bleeding the whole time. Like, I had blood running down my leg into my sock, and I was like, oh, because I was just busy working. I tried to ignore it, and then I went and cleaned it up, and I was like, okay, it'll be fine. I cleaned it because I didn't really look at it because I don't want to see my own blood. And then I cleaned it up, and I went back to work, and next thing I know, blood is running all the way down my leg again. So I was like, okay, at this point, this hurts a fucking lot. I've never reported an injury at this job, so I think at this point I should. So I pulled the manager aside. I was like, hey, I'm hurt. He's like, can't you just clean it up? And I was like, I did. This is the result. It's still bleeding and it hurts a lot. And he's like, all right, so let me call safety and all that stuff. So I had to go sit through, do the report, go to the doctors that they told me to go to, which I did. It was in Maryland where I work, not where I live. And they're like, oh, we can just put some sticky wraps on this. And they're like, he looked at it closely. He's like, no, this is kind of deep. And I was like, yeah, it's like, I want to say it was like a half an inch deep. Like, it's a gash. It's not a cut because it's right on my shin. And your shin is like a very thin area for skin. And I got delicate skin as it is. So I just got a fucking gash. And he was like, yeah, we have to stitch this. And I was like, fuck. Worst part was the anesthesia on the leg. But after that, I didn't feel anything. I'll be watching Clive Barker's The Lord of Illusions. I like weird movies when I'm high. Hell yeah. Well, with all that being said, y'all, remember, I'm doing a fundraiser for the Trevor Project, Woke Toy Avengers merch, or just donate directly to the Trevor Project. It's a good cause. Helps LGBTQ kids in mental crisis. So check out rowdy/riles/shop.fourthwall.com. Woke Toy Avengers merch. Proceeds are going to Trevor Project. I've got some videos coming out that I edited. I got to upload. I'm going to upload one today, and I'll have one tomorrow for my normal Tuesday uploads. Custom action figure, and then I'm doing shelf breakdowns and talking about my shelves one at a time. So I have a video for both of those. I believe on Wednesday, I'm going to be on Toy Mercs Live on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. EST. Right? Yeah, Toy Mercs. So go check out Toy Mercs. And then Saturday from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. I am going to be on Dre, the Geek Dad's channel. He's doing a fundraiser for breast cancer research. So I'm going to be on there for about an hour, as well as whatever live streams I do this week. So haven't filmed it yet. So probably next week. Like this video, subscribe if you're new here, yada yada. Happy 420. Smoke a little, chill out, have a good day. Keep your head up, stay brave, be kind to local LGBTQ plus community. If you're protesting, be extra super duper safe. I love y'all. I will see you next time, and bye-bye.
Do this instead.
Oh, no thanks. I got some store-bought right over here on my own.
No, man. This is grass.
You mean marijuana?
Where are you?
What the fuck is this thing?
Ah, cross joint.
Yeah.
Never smoked one of those?
You can smoke this? Ooh, that's some good shit, man.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I want you to take the Frankenstein shit, the deer shit, the green monster, the bling, and the bling bling. And I want you to roll it all in one joint.
No one's ever been brave enough to try that.
One man is. Roll it.
I'll smoke it with you, bro. We'll go to the loony bin together. I don't give a fuck.
Hijo de la chingada. Is that a joint, man? God damn, it looks like a quarter pounder, man. There's the blood.